Hey, I've got a question for you. What are you having to eat before and after your yoga practice? And even more importantly, what should you be having to eat before or after your yoga practice, and why should you care? Well, you should care because it can really make or break the results you get from your yoga practice. I know when I'm not eating the right foods to fuel my yoga practice, it can really affect my results. I feel tired, sluggish, I barely even want to get on my yoga mat. On the other hand, when I have the correct yoga-specific nutrition, it can really maximize my results and make all the difference in the way I feel, my confidence, my motivation. I actually want to get on my yoga mat and practice every day. And that's why I've made this short video today to show you the ideal pre- and post-yoga nutrition that can really help take your yoga results to the next level. So it's important to remember that we're not training to run a marathon. We don't need crazy high carbohydrate intake, nor are we at the gym lifting heavy weights for hours on end, so we don't need to be cramming the protein all day either. We need a nice balanced ratio of carbohydrates, protein, and fat. So here are some of my favorite foods that I rely on 1 to 2 hours before my yoga practice to really boost my energy and get me all ready to go. Starting with these delicious energy balls, which don't worry, I will post the recipe for you right at the end of this video. They've got some awesome almond butter, ground oats, nuts and seeds, even a couple dark chocolate chips to really, again, boost up that energy, but they still digest nice and quick, so they won't be bothering that tummy at all. Next up, we have this beautiful beet juice. I mean, how gorgeous is that? It makes me happy just drinking it, but also those natural sugars really give you lots of energy. One of my favorites if I'm doing yoga in the evening, around that 3 o'clock crash time, instead of a coffee, grab some beet juice. And then lastly, of course, always fruits, nuts, seeds. Those are great choices as well. If you're on the go, throw them in your lunch bag, throw them in the car, and you are all set. So we want to think in terms of easily digestible, healthy carbs and healthy fats to give us some nice sustained energy for our practice. Let's get into what to eat after your yoga practice. So for post-yoga nutrition, we want to focus a little more on some nice healthy proteins, some healthy carbohydrates, and stay a little bit lower on the fat. Some really good examples that I always lean on. Ideally, we're having a nice fresh salad, which I've added some quinoa into, some cucumber, tomatoes. You could also add in some nice black beans and chickpeas to up the fiber and protein as well. If you're on the go, it might be a little bit easier to grab a nice plant-based protein. You could mix this with water and just have that to tide you over until you're able to have a full, complete meal. Some vegetables and hummus are always a good choice too, and easy for the on-the-go solution until you can really have a nice, big, satisfying meal after your practice. And lastly, before I let you go, there is something that is so vitally important that I really want to discuss with you, and it is one of the most underrated aspects of most nutrition programs, and that is hydration. It's so important, really, both before and after your yoga practice, that you're getting that hydration flowing in all day long. So some nice fresh lemon water is always a great choice if you get tired of water. There are some delicious herbal teas that are a great choice as well. And remember, if you're feeling thirsty, that's a sign you're dehydrated already. So really, make an effort to keep that water flowing in all day and just take note of how great you can look and feel with that increased hydration. I hope you have a great day. Namaste.